Hello, Blue Justin here. Still Justin, still not Blue. And this is a special little haul for all the physical media that I got from my birthday, which was relatively recently, but quite a while ago, so there's no need to sing. That'll be good for you, won't it? Good for your throat. So, okay, it's just a nice little pile in the corner, and thank you to everyone who gave me these lovely presents. And I know I'm very, very lucky. So I shall start up with it now. Okay, first up we have, no messing about, we've got the Samurai Trilogy, and this is the Criterion collection. That's the Samurai 1, 2 and 3, named separately. You see, I should have checked this and checked pronunciation before, but I never do I? You love it. Masashi Miyamoto, and followed by Jewel at, oh, here we go again, Ichijoji Temple and Duel at Ganryu Island. And obviously being Criterion, I'm expecting and know that this is done to the highest quality, so I'm going to be really interested and looking forward to watching all of these. And this one, it says it's still new enough to have got the booklet inside, so that's really good to see. So yeah, that's the special edition, as it says on the sticker. Luckily that is a sticker, I just haven't taken it off yet. Right, next up is absolute classic. Surprised I didn't have it in my collection before, but I didn't. Thelma and Louise. Ridley Scott, always a good director in my opinion. Susan Sarandon and Gina Davis, excellent in the lead roles, with, of course, I say of course and then I totally forget, my mind goes blank. Yep, you got Brad Pitt. Oh dear, it's not as if he's not famous. And then there's Harvey Keitel, is the police officer who's on their trail. So yeah, absolutely brilliant film. Saw this one at cinema many years ago, and very, very happy to receive this for birthday. And my wife's never seen it, so she's in for a treat. I think she does want to see it. This is another one I think my wife will also be interested in, because we both like this actor, and it's the Harrison Ford collection. And this one is made up of Frantic, Presumed Innocent, The Fugitive, Firewall and 42. Now, interestingly enough, and I'm surprised myself when I looked at this one online, that I thought, is it worth getting? Because I'm probably, because I like Harrison Ford, I've probably got a few of the movies that are in here already. Not only did I not have them, in actual fact, I don't think I've ever seen any of them. Yeah, I was really surprised that I hadn't seen The Fugitive, because I knew I always wanted to, but I just never got around to it. I think I might have the DVD somewhere. But that's obviously fantastic. Very, very pleased to pick or receive this one. Not pick this one up. I probably would have done if I hadn't received it as a present from somebody who's very kind to me. And yeah, those will be a nice little series of films to watch on a Sunday afternoon when I do most of my film watching with my wife when we settle down to do so. At the moment, we're just going through the Da Vinci Code trilogy. So, but we're on to the third one very soon. So this might be the next thing we'll watch. It might not. Who knows? And next up, a little one that I know my wife spotted as she was picking up all my some other gifts that she got for me from the Help for Heroes store, of which I'm a great supporter. And this one was advertised on there. Yeah, actually, this is a t-shirt that wife got me as well for my birthday. So it's not just physical media, I'm just fitting extras. This movie is one I actually hadn't heard of, but it sounds really good, especially if the various charities supporting it do so, because to my mind that gives it an air of reality. This is called Kajaki, and it is based on a true story of a small army unit stationed at Kajaki Dam in Afghanistan, 2006, and the three-man patrol sets out to disable a Taliban roadblock, and a landmine goes off, and his fellows rush to save him, and they're in an unmarked minefield from the previous Russian invasion of the 80s, and they risk almost certain death and injury to somehow escape. Test tales of bravery, selflessness and heroism. So I'm really impressed that she spotted this one and supported my favourite charity at the same time. Interestingly enough, I can show you on the back, and I'm sorry I haven't actually been able to work out the final one because the writing's too small and my eyes are old, but you can see from the back that it's supported by Help for Heroes. That one's the Walking Wounded, and that is the Poppy Appeal, the Royal British Legion. I am not 100% sure, or not even 1% sure, because I've got no idea what this charity is, but I'm, given their company they're in, I have strong suspicions this is a good thing. If you actually do know or can recognise that symbol just from looking at it, please put it down in the comments below. I'd appreciate finding out, and my eyes would help you, or will thank you very much for it, rather than straining themselves and failing. And some of the profits of the film do go to the charities, which is presumably why it's on the websites. So, right, moving on to something set in the same oeuvre, but a lot less realistic, I think, by a long way. This is Mr. Seagal again. This is in a film called Sniper. How many films called Sniper are there? This one's Sniper Special Ops, to separate it from the rest. The fact that the biggest compliment on the front is extensive firefights is a bit worrying, but actually I've heard it's actually a pretty good movie and realistic, or real as it can get, if it's not 100% properly authorised, whatever. But it's very well done, and even Mr. Seagal actually puts in a pretty good performance on this one. So I'm looking forward to watching this too. And this is your traditional special ops, remote American congressman held by terrorists, mission is success, then injured soldier, stay behind, oh dear, it all goes wrong, etc, etc. And just for your information, yeah, Seagal, yes, that is Steven Seagal, as you can see by the main character here. Van Damme. No. Different spelling of damn. I mean, did they deliberately find an actor called Van Damme, or make another actor change his name to Van Damme so they could put that on the front of Seagal and Van Damme in one film? I have no idea, but that is not Jean-Claude Van Damme. Just so you don't get fooled into thinking that's going to happen. Right, on to the last of the Blu-rays. Yeah, I'm off to visit the DVDs that I got. I think all the DVDs that are not available on Blu-ray, so I think it's a great shame, because I always prefer it on Blu-ray if I can get it, but if you can't get it, you can't get it. This is the final season of Supernatural, season 15. Yeah, I have the first 14 seasons already. My wife and I have watched the first 13. We both enjoyed the series very much indeed. Sad to see it come to an end, but I'd rather it come to an end knowing it's coming to an end rather than leaving it on a cliffhanger hoping that it'll be renewed. So, and I believe that that was the situation for this one. I knew there was a planned spin-off, but that never happened. So this one's all neatly tied up. As you might notice, it's a US edition, so it doesn't have the UK age ratings on the front. That's because at Amazon at the moment, or now, if you like the phraseology, since European legislation changes and that sort of thing, the UK site has been holding a lot more product from abroad, and they pay the import duties and stuff like that for you, and then you can do it through the site rather than going to the particular site abroad. Well, sometimes it actually is cheaper, sometimes it isn't. I think it's always worth checking. Sometimes I've been known to see the price on the UK site and it's a matter of pennies difference, but sometimes I found buying a German copy, for example, of the UK site is £5 more expensive, and sometimes I found buying the German copy of the German site £5 more expensive. It seems to have no rhyme or reason, but all I'm saying is that always check. This particular case also, in this particular case, it was within a very small amount of each other, and I'd also suggest that if, like me, you put this on a gift list or something like that, and you do have a specific version in mind, then probably best to say so or provide a link or something like that, because now that they've got these, for example, American, and they've also had German ones, etc., on the UK site, if you go searching for example Supernatural 15, depending on the exact search terms you put in, sometimes it will come up with the UK one at the top of the list, and sometimes it will come up with the US one or the German one or whatever at the top of the list. It honestly depends. I've seen it, if you put in Supernatural season 15, then it will come up with one, and then you put in Supernatural final season Blu-ray and it'll come up with the other. How the internal search engine definitions work is you can't define. So all I say is just be careful, and if someone else is getting it for you and needs your advice, then it might not be quite as straightforward as it used to be when the UK site only sold pretty much UK items. As it is, for what it's worth, I happen to know that the US release is all region, and even if I didn't have an all region player, which I do, then it wouldn't be a problem. But anyway, really looking forward to seeing seasons 14 and 15, this final season 15 of this. Have enjoyed the whole series all the way through. Characters developing, the ideas developing as they go along. A few very wacky type of episodes because they could afford to play about with the format just occasionally during the series because they had such good story arcs that that they had time to and space to play, which was really good. And yeah, great series. I recommend it if you're into that sort of thing. Well, you know, any basic description: brothers killing demons, witches, bad things, werewolves, etc. Okay, on to the DVDs. So we have NCIS. This one's season, where are we gone? 15. Yep. It doesn't need to be this big, which is quite annoying, really. I mean, this is the UK release, as you can see, and I'm sure some of the previous UK releases have been exactly the same number of discs in a standard size case. They don't need to be this oversized, but you can't tell from pictures, and I would have ordered exactly the same thing, so it's just what happens. And I don't know whether or not it just matters which batch they released it in. For example, it could well be that if you went into a shop you could find it in different packaging now as they change over later on or whatever, but it does have a nice slip. Well, it's the same slip, but it has a nice, neat, good quality slip. Not that it makes a difference to the Blu-ray collectors because they won't be buying DVDs and worrying too much about it. NCIS, again, obviously very long running series. I don't think it's finished yet, and about the Naval Criminal Investigation Service, something along those lines. They investigate crimes carried out or against the US Navy on military bases or off military bases, and they seem to have an extremely wide remit. Much better series than JAG, Judge Advocate General, which was the same sort of idea where they were standing up for legally for or against military personnel in the Navy. This managed to incorporate so much more, and the characters are so good in this. Jethro, I mean, you can get most of the Jethro's rules on, and he was just played by Mark Harmon, and yeah, it's just a great series. It's along the lines of your police procedural, but it's seriously one of the good ones. So much so that we also got the next season, 16. Yes, 16 comes after 15. I lost my memory game for a moment there. And this one, for exactly the same reason as I was talking about on Supernatural, it happened to be the Australian one that came up first. Obviously, no deal whatsoever because Australia is the same DVD region, even if I didn't have a region-free player. But if you are very particular about matching them on the shelf, watch out, because Amazon will, if you search for NCIS 16, this one may come up, or it might be the UK one. It won't tell you unless you know exactly what to look for if someone else is buying it for you. Again, really looking forward to continuing along this. We have all the seasons up until these two, so, and number 17s in my size. I do notice, however, that the Australian one managed to get it into a standard size case, so why can't we? Though it didn't come with a slip. And finally, Death in Paradise. This is season 10. Great series. I think the most popular ones were the ones in the middle with no name is not going to come to me. I'm just going to put it up here because otherwise I'm going to have to go away, come back half an hour later, etc. And the lead character is police investigator, police DCI type of thing, and they tend to change regularly every few seasons, and it's all based on a Caribbean island, and some take to the whole life instantly, and each of them obviously it's a bit like Doctor Who in the sense of they make sure that each new one that they introduce isn't supposed to be playing the same part, but they all have different personalities. So if one loves the island life, then the next one will probably hate it and can't get used to it, and but they're all brilliant at solving the crimes. Think of it a bit like Midsummer Murders in the Sunshine, and you'll get where I'm coming from. It's supposed to have a nice small population, this island, yet if you want to go there for a holiday, it's a very dangerous place to be. Anyway, yeah, actually we've watched this one. It comes with some unique postcards, even though they're DVDs. If you are interested in such things, all the discs have different disc art, which I always think is nice. Again, they don't tend to in this series put an awful lot of effort into the extras, which is a shame, and they don't produce it on Blu-ray, which is even more of a shame, because the scenery is so gorgeous, and the pet lizard who appeared right from series 1, so lovely and green. He looked great on Blu-ray popping. So anyway, that is what I received for my birthday, because I'm a very lucky chap, and my friends and family are very kind. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that little haul, or receipt, birthday haul receipt. I was lucky enough to get. If you like this video, please hit the like button. It really helps the channel. If you haven't seen my 100 subscriber giveaway, please go visit. Not too many entries so far, so any more entries and it looks like you might be in with a really good chance of winning something. And in the meantime, please keep on enjoying all the TV, the movies and the cinema if you want to go there and cool off for a while. In the meantime, cheers.